you so much for talking to us here
thank you.
today. We are at Dutch Comic Con. How have you enjoying the con so far?
It's interesting. It's a lot of people.
It is, yeah.
Yeah, it is. But to answer your question, I'm enjoying it. It's a great time, good people. I met a lot of people I haven't met before. The guy from Stranger Things is here, which is cool.
Yeah.
I've worked with Giancarlo before on Godfather of Harlem, so it's good to see him again. And I'm here representing the rookie.
Yeah, that's
the
so
best
cool.
show in the world.
Yeah, because while we talk about the rookie, you joined in season 7.
Season 7.
And it was already pretty established back then. What was it like for you to just enter the series that already had such a big fan base?
No, it was. I wouldn't say I was nervous because I was already a seasoned actor in my own way. As far as I worked on plenty of shows that were successful, and I knew that I had to bring my A game because they've been so successful for a while and have a great fan base, and the reputation precedes themselves. So I was like, you know what, I'm coming here to do my job, bring my A game, and I'm gonna be my genuine self. And luckily, the cast and crew, they really opened their arms to me, and I fit in well. And it's like a glove, and now I'm a part of this show that I call my family. I call The Rookie my family, and I love being on it.
Yeah, and the fans embraced you as well.
Oh yeah, most definitely. We have great fans, like really great fans. I'm very, I appreciate them. Because without the fans, we couldn't do what we do. Yeah.
Well, in my interviews, I always like to go back into the past a little bit. So you started out when you were very young. If I'm correct, you graduated in theater arts?
Yeah. I went to University of New Orleans, I graduated. And I went to 2 conservatories in New York City.
Yeah. And what was the moment you thought, this is what I want to do for the rest of my life?
And I'll say that happened relatively young, when I was like 12 years old. I did this play called The King and I. And I fell in love with acting. And my mom forced me to do it, and I fell in love with it ever since.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then at some point you moved to LA, which is the dream of many actors.
Yeah.
But it's also very hard for a lot of actors.
It's tough.
So what was it like for you in the beginning of your career to?
It was a struggle.
Yeah.
Yeah, making a living as an actor is very tough.
Yeah.
And that's why I'm so grateful and honored to be on not just The Rookie, but other shows I worked on that helped build up my success. Because, I think they say only 10% of actors work and can sustain themselves just by acting alone.
Yeah.
So I'm so lucky, I'm grateful. I don't take it for granted, because what I do is a luxury. I get to pursue my dreams every day.
Yeah.
And I'm very aware that a lot of people don't get to feel this sense of fulfillment and happiness that I have in my career. So I don't take it for granted. But to answer your question, it was tough. I was working weird jobs. I was bartending. I was delivering food. Like a story I always tell is I actually delivered food to Nathan Fillion, the lead of our show.
Yeah.
And this is before The Rookie. I think he was working on Castle at the time. This was many years ago. I was young. I was like 24 or 25. And I delivered food to Nathan. And full circle moment now, he's my TO on The Rookie. It's insane, but it just goes to show you, like, hard work and dedication and faith and consistency pays off, and a lot of discipline.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Can you remember the feeling of the first call that you got for a big show?
Yeah.
What was that like?
Man, I think I shed a tear. I think my stepping stone as far as getting my name out there was playing Muhammad Ali on Godfather of Harlem. And I was working on this video game called NBA 2K20. And I was shooting that, and I happened to be like on my break and taking my lunch break, and I got a phone call from my manager. He was like, "You booked Muhammad Ali," and I think I started crying, because I knew that my hard work was finally paying off.
Yeah. And is there a difference between playing like a fictional character and someone who has actually existed? Because
Muhammad Ali is a well-known name.
Yeah, definitely.
Globally.
Yeah.
So I really put in the work. I studied, his material. I got his cadence down, his voice. I had a dialect coach. I mimicked his walk. Everything went into becoming Muhammad Ali. Opposed to I'm playing Miles, I get to, you know, really cultivate that character by really involving my personality into Miles as well. So it's a distinct difference between playing a real character and a fictional character.
Mm. Well, and you've already mentioned Don Carlo. You worked together with him.
Yeah, on God.
Is there any advice that you've received from veteran actors when you were starting out that is still stuck, that has still stuck with you?
I remember I had lunch with Jeffrey Wright when I moved to New York. I was a kid, man. I had to be like 22 or 23. And I was like, man, what's the key to success? And he just told me straight up, it's longevity. You know, you do more plays. And I think once I started to do more plays, that's when success was like, the industry opened up. It was like, you gotta care more about your craft and perfecting this talent that acting has called you to, you know, to cultivate, but you're gonna have to perfect it. And so I always tell young actors, just do theater. I mean, that's the basis of acting, right? It's how it started. And I think actors who really, you know, really stretch that muscle, they're the ones that become successful and very talented.
Yeah. You also get the instant feedback from the audience.
Oh yeah, it's no mess. It's no takes. It's
no.
You gotta be on your A game.
Yeah. Apart from being an actor, you're also a writer.
Oh yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
I mean, you wrote a young adult novel called Gnawings. I read that you spent 6 years of your life. 7?
7.
7 years of your life writing it. So basically, we can say that it's a passion project.
Yeah, most definitely. Yeah.
So was there anything specific that you wanted to write about that you wish you had been able to read as a
This was
teen?
that book. Yeah. I loved fantasy, specifically YA fantasy growing up. And I remember, you know, wishing I could read something that I can see myself in. My story, my culture, my music, my style, my essence, and I couldn't find that growing up. This was, you know, I mean, I was a kid many years ago. I'm telling my age now, but so times were different, and this project started as a class assignment in college, and I just took it and ran with it, and it took me 7 years to write it, and it's finally out. Came out a few months ago, and I'm very happy.
Yeah. And the book takes place in New Orleans.
New Orleans, my hometown. Yeah.
You're from there. The city has a very rich cultural identity. Why was it important for you to portray that culture in your story?
I always say, like, New Orleans is a character in itself in the book because we have such a unique culture. It's because, you know, New Orleans is an old city in Louisiana, and it's really a melting pot. Yeah. It's diverse because you have the French regime, the Spanish regime, Haitian influence, the African slave trade came to New Orleans through the port, through the Gulf of Mississippi. So that's why New Orleans has so much culture and history, and even like the infrastructure in New Orleans, the architect is old and has, you know, Spanish and French design, and it's historically kept. And I wanted to really show that in the book and really not really cultivate, but really expose the things that make New Orleans, like food, the culture, the different influences, the folklore, the accents. You know, we got a very specific accent in New Orleans. I had to take speech classes to lose mine, but it's there when I go back. When I go back, it comes out. But but everything that makes New Orleans, I wanted to include in this novel to make it like a character in itself. Yeah,
that's good.
Yeah.
So we have time for one last question. And I was wondering, if you had a chance to talk to young you.
Oh God.
Yeah. What advice would you give him?
Man, have patience.
Yeah.
Have patience. It's gonna take a lot of hard work, discipline, and consistency to get where you want to be in life. I think people who go through adversity really come out the other end stronger, more dedicated, more passionate, because it really does something to you. Yeah. And I've been through a lot, like losing my father at a young age, losing my mom, and then have to really stay on the right path of greatness, and also knowing that I have to remain a good person because my parents are in heaven looking down on me. I have to keep their legacy alive. So I would say, man, just keep putting hard work first. Don't listen to the outside noise, and eventually you are going to you're going to obtain these dreams, but you can't obtain them without hard work, consistency, and discipline.
Okay, well, that's beautiful. And I think we're all happy to see that you followed your own advice, even though you didn't know it back then. So.
I didn't know it back then, but I know it now.
Yeah. So thank you so much for talking to us.
Thank you.
Very nice.
Cool. Peace.